Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Command World War One. Let's continue where we left off with the Navy. Just looking for enemy ships, and seems like we found our first target, a destroyer. So let's get those dreadnoughts in to finish it off and then move back safely. Seems like your scouting is actually pretty poor in this game. Because if that was just one hex away, if that was just one hex away, then and I didn't see that. That's not too great. Let's go for armored cruiser. Try to finish that off. There you go. I won't be bothered by that anymore. Let's do this to protect those guys, and then set out some destroyers as well. I like to use two hexes in between them so the enemy can't pass unnoticed, but it also means that if they are going to attack only this submarine, for example, they won't immediately find other units out there, so they don't send their entire navy to come crashing down on me in just one go. No more destroyers. Let's send the pre-dreadnoughts back. Might have to repair them. We'll see. Let's send over you guys over there. I need reinforcements out there, so I'm sending every man, woman and child to the Eastern Front. Anything I can get. Just looking whether I can reinforce some of these. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, no, there's nothing I can do there. Okay, fine. I think these guys attacked. Let's reinforce wherever I can. Same for you. And let's move you in here and start digging in. I don't want to lose that port. Doesn't give me MPP, but any port is valuable, so... yeah, sure. That's fine. Yeah, let's take a look at the last front. Any units I get to dig in. This is also why I need to recheck that, you know? It's just very important not to forget that. Attacking the HQ is good, I think, because the HQs, they... I could have even done one. The HQs, they cost a lot to repair, so even if it's a 3-1 here, that's... Okay, let's actually move in here, because taking the mine back is going to be a lot easier than taking Boulogne from where I'm at. So doing this isolates these forces as well, and cuts off the rest of the Belgian army. So then I should be able to make my way up to the Somme, and then at least hold there while I try to break through on this side, getting to the Marne. This is the Marne, right? This is the Marne River. Seine. But yeah, this is the Marne, right? This is the lower one is the Seine, and this is the Marne indeed. It's hard to spot here though. Yeah, it does show here though, Marne. Indeed. Yeah. And what river is this then? It's also hard to see. Is this the... Never mind. Anyway, that's, I think, it for that. Let's go and give the Austro-Hungarians some aid through Germany. And let's not purchase. Do research. I want to spend points on industrial technology for both of these, because that will help me out a bunch, I think, later in the war. Can I move you? No. I'm not gonna get attacked from above or from that side, so let's do it like this. French morale falls due to the loss of Lille and due to the loss of Nancy. Belgium moves government to Ypres. Baron Conrad von Wangenheim, our ambassador to the Ottoman Empire, reports from Constantinople that the Ottoman army is not yet ready for war, and that large sums of money will need to be spent on it to bring it up to an acceptable standard. Improving the Ottoman army costs 200 MPPs at 50 MPPs a turn for 4 turns. In return, the Ottomans will be able to provide Lehman von Sanders with the logistical support necessary to take the field. Would you like to provide funds? Yeah, sure. So, Ottoman government ran out of money with which to pay their men, and 2 large shipments of gold played an important role in enticing them to join the Central Powers. 15 to 20%, and we'll get an HQ. Sure. But then it only increases by 9%, so it's beyond me. Polish Supreme National Committee are offering their services in our fight against Russia. Joseph Pilsudski is proposing to raise a Polish legion in service of our army. Given the number of likely Polish volunteers, these volunteers would form a half-strength detachment which could deploy at Kolsice in early September 1914. Would you like to approve the raising of a Polish unit at the cost of 30 MPPs for 30 turns? It's not that cost effective, but oh well. Goeben arrives. French mobilization continues. Which means I have to destroy even more French units. Oh well. At least we also get a lot of units. And... let's try to zoom in. That's what I've been wanting to do all along. So I can take a look. Come on. Lord Kitchener issues a call to arms. Yeah, they're taking Lemberg, but there was nothing I could do to stop this. They're simply too powerful at the start of the game, just like historically happened there. It's not a surprise that that happened. They're moving back. Fine. I don't like this. This is a mountain territory. It makes it hard enough already. Why would they come up from up there? Okay. Uh-oh. I don't think I like that, actually. Okay, they're going after the submarine, though. There's a lot of cruisers. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. A second dreadnought. Wow. And a third dreadnought. Alright, so... we'll see what we might potentially get to destroy from there. So they got one of my destroyers. That's tough, but... I'll probably not buy it back. That's good. They sustained a lot of damage. Not sure I like this though. Okay, not too bad for now. Okay, we might be able to destroy that too. That's fine. Now, not too serious. Uh-oh. No, I really don't like this. Come on. Cavalry as well. Down to 1, that's crazy. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but... Oh, they're putting our regular core in there? And... Okay, that will actually help me, because now that this unit is weaker, it must be easier to destroy. Yeah, those mobilizations do hit pretty hard, because it just means indeed that we can keep destroying enemy units, but they can keep holding up their front line without too many issues. You can see that they still have this entire line here, although it's only 1 unit deep. So, and I mean, they have these here reinforcements, but overall, I think that as long as we can keep moving like this, we're actually in a pretty decent spot. Need to make sure that the front line doesn't stop moving at this point. Yeah, Austro-Hungarian morale drops due to the fall of Lemberg. And the fall of Lemberg encourages Romania to swing towards the Entente. And they get even more free units, just like the Russians. That really sucks. I mean, oh, okay, we also get some units. Good. Entente naval units north of Scotland blockade imports to Germany. Entente naval units blockade imports to Germany in the North Sea. Japan declares war on the Central Powers. And New Zealand sends an expeditionary force to seize German Samoa. Yeah, we're not in the greatest of spots to help our colonial troops there. The enemy may launch a naval blockade to stop neutral shipping bringing goods to our shores. If we do not engage the enemy fleets carrying out such a blockade, then our people will go hungry, and this could lead to disorder as their morale falls. There are 2 areas where the enemy can place ships to enforce the blockades. The most effective one is between Scapa Flow and Norway. They can also enforce a blockade between Scotland and Iceland. But it is less harmful to us because it is easier for our merchantmen to slip through their patrols in this area. Note, placing minefields or our own naval forces on these locations is not recommended, as it will also impede the flow of merchant shipping and therefore reduce our national morale. Carrying out unrestricted naval warfare against the UK will be a good way to damage the British economy. To do this, send naval units to the convoy routes to the west of the UK that have a merchant ship with a British flag on them. By placing naval units here, we may be able to shut down, at least temporarily, the UK's ports. This would hit the UK's economy hard, with dramatic consequences for the UK's ability to wage war. Their national morale would also be affected, while our population will applaud the use of unrestricted naval warfare. However, be warned that such moves would annoy the US government and could ultimately lead to the USA entering the war against us. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, first of all, let's again deal with the Navy, because I can still remember where some of the units are at this point. Right, I might not remember later on. Now, it is raining though, and that does mean that our Navy is going to be less effective. Unfortunately. which also means less destruction, but yeah, we'll see. Now there was another, yeah, there we go, the dreadnought. Exactly. 2 dreadnoughts to be precise. Now, currently, okay, that doesn't even do anything. I guess these guys are pretty lucky with this weather. Means that they can get away with what they did. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. Whew, okay. Now... no, this is already a terrible idea. This is not good. So, I'm gonna retreat for a bit, and... you know, I just traded 3 destroyers for 1. So, you know, I'm not overly displeased. It's not exactly the decisive battle that I was looking for, but I guess overall it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm retreating for a bit here, so definitely doing it like this, which means I'm much closer to my own harbors, and we'll see how the enemy reacts to that. So I don't know how it works with these guys being in sleeping mode, but I'm just hoping that these guys will in general retreat, and we might be able to, you know, take care of business once the weather is a bit better, because the weather is terrible right now. I can't deal with their ships in an effective manner. So let's leave it at that. I might repair some, but that's about it. Let's move down here, because I can move these guys to Sarajevo, so they could technically attack. But I'm getting trounced by the RNG here, so why would I bother? Yep, there's no reason to attack anymore, never mind. I had hoped to be able to destroy that unit, but that's definitely not going to work out now, so I'll just reinforce you, and that's about it. Like, if I had gotten lucky there, or at least gotten normal results, I might have been able to destroy it, but with a whiff on the first attack and a whiff on the second attack, there's nothing I can do there, so never mind. Yeah, let's attack here. Is it going to continue to be miserable, or will I be able to destroy at least a unit? That'd be nice. Let's go. Good, okay. Okay, let's try to get rid of these guys too. I think we... nope. Never mind. Okay, I need to rearrange this, but I kind of forgot to do that beforehand. You're at manual, you should be at manual. And you should be at manual too. Okay, you all are. So I have them for these troops. You guys should detach these and attach these two. You have them. Right. Okay, I can detach them. So let's attach you. Sure. Is there still a way for me to take down those guys? Well, we'll see. let's actually attack. I think they can hold Tarn off just fine. I don't know about putting the cavalry in here. I'll do. Let's just attack. They have a lot more action points, so come on, game. Okay, well, I guess I won't destroy that unit then. Yeah, let's reinforce you. And I can't actually reinforce that many units, unfortunately. They just don't get that many points. There we go. At least that gives me a proper defense. And I should be able to reorganize this on the next turn then, if I don't forget to do that. They're not going to be able to break through, I think. But again, I can't take it back. Okay. Yeah, if they are able to move in there, I'll be in trouble. But okay, can they retreat still? Yeah, let's do that. I'm really worried that they might get a cavalry in here. If they put one unit here, they might get the cavalry there. I'm not 100% sure, so. Seriously, I've not been having a whole lot of good luck on this turn, and that's actually pretty unfortunate. So. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I need to get some other reinforcements in there. I definitely need to operate at least two units in here, and probably a third, to be honest. Let's do that. And reinforce you. So we can protect our flank, because if they break through here, they're going to move up and cut me off in this section as well, which would be very dangerous. I'm already feeling the squeeze here. Yeah. And of course. Why would it be any different? Because at 9, I feel very confident about keeping these guys here, but at 8 I'm already feeling very insecure. It's actually a big difference, 9 and 8, so that really sucks. Okay, let's go out here then and see what we might be able to do. Well, you can't go back. Alright. Took a bit more effort than I would have liked, but we got there nonetheless. Let's try to finish these off too. That would also be a great boon, but again, so far the game is not working with me. Okay, finally. Alright, I'll leave it at that for now. Let's go after these guys. And move them to move upon Ypres. Really? Maybe from up here? Why is your attack so terrible? These guys have 2 twits. The readiness and morale, it seems like. Okay. Let's take back the mine. So definitely this is a secondary priority. I mean, I need to finish these guys off at some point, but I don't want to invest too much into it. Okay, I need to reorganize this because this is again one big mess. Okay, so okay, I will see on the next turn then as well. Can I get rid of this? That's the question. They're dug in for 2. But I'll be taking terrible losses in trying to do that. This is really good, although I also have to be careful not to get hit too many times here. It's pretty dangerous. Now you can't attack, so the question is it gonna be really useful to attack there? I think I might be better off. You can only move back now. Well... This is pretty tricky. If I'm looking to attack Reims, no. Think. Please don't get hit. Okay. Yeah, one thing I'm looking to do is also to break through here, and in order to do that I need to take a bit of a risk. So getting in here, potentially attacking the HQ again as well, because that also means that they need to keep repairing it, or at least I think the AI is conditioned to repair it, so to say. Let's actually go for this. Okay, that means I will push in here too. I mean, I'm not pushing in there with these, or with this. Like, I can't get into this hex, even if I wanted to, but it does reveal something else, and that's that they do actually have more defenses in the back, or at least another cavalry unit. It's not too surprising, but still. Let's switch these guys up, because that will allow these guys to move a bit more freely afterwards towards the lower section. Yeah. I would like the cavalry to retreat too. Let's try to beat them from this position, as terrible as it looks. Maybe even destroy that unit. That would be even better. But yeah, I didn't count on that, and I can't get in there. But the most important thing is actually grabbing this hex. Why is that so important? Well, the thing is, this is a mountain hex, so anything they put in here is going to be very heavily defended. And now, next turn, I'm looking to attack the fort at Epinal and potentially take it, which will cause, which basically causes a breach within the French front lines, allowing me to take Belfort, because taking Epinal allows me to move forward up to these 2 hexes, which gives me enough firepower to attack Belfort multiple times, crushing the Belfort fort, which allows me to move further and create an extended front line towards Besançon. And extending the front line against the French helps me because it looks like more units than the French. So if I stretch their front lines, I'll be able to utilize much more of my forces than I'm doing right now. That's basically what I'm after. Let's also move some guys over in here. I also want to move some forces in here to start attacking near Ypres and defeat these guys. I'm actually gonna attack despite the losses, because I also want to make sure that these guys don't get too heavily entrenched. And since we're pretty much just working with multiple breakthroughs potentially over here near Reims, this is also a very dangerous position for the French, because if I can get this and I move in through here, then I can bypass Verdun. The big problem with Verdun is that it has entrenchment 6, and the thing is that because I don't have Verdun, I have to launch my offenses separately. Oh. But if I take Verdun, then I can create one broad front and launch powerful attacks through the center to move towards Paris. But Verdun is basically the hinge on which the majority of the French defenses are holding, basically. Like it's tying up a lot of troops here, as you can see. It's pretty bad. I will start bombing there, though. Let's just see what that does. Because it looks like the strength of the unit gets reduced here by 1, but that's about it. Its readiness and morale are very high, so it didn't help with that. Let's actually move you up north, where I get to use them a bit better. I need to clear this and then start sweeping down as well. And like I said, this is also an important part, so let's move in here. Okay, so with all of that said and done, how much does this cost? 52. Well, let's actually reinforce as many units as possible over here still. It's hard to see which units I've moved and which units I haven't, but you're definitely going to entrench because it's dangerous there. And yeah, you as well. Down there. I'm not risking that. Huh. But let's not do that. I will first indeed reinforce any unit that I can reinforce. You don't need to entrench. Although any entrenchments might help if I... okay, these kind of entrenchments can only go one way. Okay, fair enough. Seems like you learn something new every day. Right, in order to keep this naval battles going, let's retreat you first and foremost. I also need to reinforce my navy here. Boom. That costs a lot. But with 2 of these out there, I will, for the next turn, send away 1 armored cruiser and 1 pre-dreadnought to be repaired as well. Why did I send you away? Yeah, so just trying to repair my guys as well. Multiple battle cruiser might be attacked, but it's raining, so I don't expect things to be too terrible. 55 left. Let's reinforce you back up to 10 as well. I got some reinforcements here now. Wonder if they might go up. This might actually be a bad spot, and then the cavalry will go there. Well, I don't know whether I like it that much, actually. If I can operate them... No, I can't, because then they can just march in there. They already almost took Thorn, so that would already... Okay, I think I'm all set, but I'm just gonna check some last few things in the next episode. Oh yeah, let's actually deal with the Ottoman units already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna entrench these already. Let's reinforce you so they get to be repaired as well. Okay, you need to move up a bit so you can get reinforced there too. You guys definitely staying there. And then send these guys down. Because of the partisans, the Arab revolt, I suppose. That's what this is supposed to reenact. So those guys are going to spawn there. That's a bit of an issue. And it seems like these are going to be mine. I think these are indeed the desert nomads that are going to harass the British. That's the idea, I think. We'll see, though. For now, the French have 89% national morale, even worse than the Austrian-Hungarians. Although Austria-Hungary is not even doing that badly. Yeah, we lost Lemberg, but we've been able to hold them over here, and basically in the mountains here. So the Carpathians definitely holding them down, and then also indeed near Przemysl. Either way, my time's up for this episode. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and see you next time. Bye bye.